The sun hung low on the horizon as we sped down the winding mountain road, the engine's hum a comforting lullaby. My friends and I were in high spirits, excited for our weekend getaway. The destination, a secluded cabin nestled deep in the heart of the woods, promised a break from the hustle and bustle of city life. As the shadows grew longer, we noticed a sign that seemed out of place. Detour ahead. Ignoring it was not an option, for the road ahead was blocked by a landslide of earth and stone. We exchanged uneasy glances, but with no other option, we followed the arrow pointing towards the alternative route. The detour took us off the main road and into a forest that seemed darker than night itself. The towering trees loomed like ancient sentinels, casting long, twisted shadows that danced eerily on the forest floor. Unease settled into the pit of my stomach. Miles passed with no sign of civilization. The road grew narrower and more treacherous, the asphalt giving way to a pitted dirt path. It was then that we heard it, a mournful wail that seemed to echo through the trees. My heart pounded, and I exchanged wide-eyed glances with my friends. Probably just the wind, someone offered, but none of us believed it. As the night fell in earnest, our headlights cut through the encroaching darkness. The forest closed in around us, pressing in on all sides. The air grew icy, seeping through the cracks in the car's aging frame. Goosebumps prickled my arms. Abruptly, the car jerked to a halt. Panic surged through me as I fumbled with the ignition, but the engine remained stubbornly silent. A shiver ran down my spine as I peered through the windshield, seeing only an impenetrable wall of trees. "We'll have to walk," I said, my voice trembling. With flashlights in hand, we stepped out into the night, the forest swallowing us whole. Every rustle of leaves, every snapping twig seemed to whisper a sinister secret. The mournful wail from earlier returned, closer now, sending a chill down my spine. We stumbled forward, following the dirt path as it wound deeper into the heart of the forest. Shadows danced menacingly at the edge of our vision, and a suffocating silence settled around us, broken only by our own labored breaths. It felt as though the very air held its breath, waiting. Suddenly, a glimmer of light pierced the darkness ahead. A dilapidated cabin stood nestled in a small clearing. Relief washed over us, and we hurried towards it, praying for shelter and safety. The cabin's timbers groaned in protest as we pushed open the creaking door. Inside, a suffocating mustiness filled the air, and the feeble light from our flashlights revealed a scene of abandonment. Dust-covered furniture lay strewn about. Cobwebs clung to the corners, and a dank chill hung in the air. "We'll stay here for the night," I declared, though doubt lingered in my voice. We settled in, trying to find comfort amidst the decay. Hours passed, the mournful wail a constant reminder of our isolation. As sleep eluded us, we huddled together, seeking solace in each other's presence. Just as exhaustion began to claim us, a low growl rumbled through the cabin, freezing our blood. We exchanged terrified glances, knowing that whatever lurked outside was no mere forest creature. It was something far more malevolent. In the dim light, I noticed an old journal on a dusty shelf. Curiosity piqued, I opened it, revealing a chronicle of despair and madness. It spoke of a curse that befell those who strayed too far into the heart of the forest, of a vengeful spirit that preyed on lost souls. Terror gripped me, for I realized that we were not alone in the cabin. A presence loomed in the shadows, its malevolence palpable. It watched, waiting for the right moment to strike. With dread pooling in my veins, I knew we had to leave, to escape this cursed place before it claimed us too. We gathered what little strength we had left and fled into the night, the mournful wail echoing after us. As we stumbled back onto the dirt path, the forest seemed to close in around us, a living entity hungry for our souls. The detour that had seemed a simple inconvenience now felt like a sinister trap, a path to our doom. We ran, hearts pounding, guided only by the feeble light of our flashlights. The forest seemed endless, the path stretching on in every direction. Desperation clawed at us, but we pressed forward, driven by sheer survival instinct. Just when it seemed we could run no further, we emerged from the suffocating darkness. The detour led back to the main road, and we didn't hesitate. We raced toward safety, leaving the malevolent forest behind. The cabin and its cursed secrets became a haunting memory, a reminder of the darkness that can lurk just beyond the edges of our reality. We escaped with our lives, but the terror of that night would forever be etched into our souls, a chilling testament to the horrors that can arise when a trip goes horribly